The following tutorial is brought to you by WholeLoops.com.
It's production time. I'm Reid Stefan, realest puppet in the game. Today, we're talking about recording gear. Your mic and everything in between that increases the quality on its way to your computer. I'm going to talk about the bare essentials that you'll need to get started on a budget through what you can upgrade down the road as you get more serious about the quality of your vocal recordings. So to begin with, this is for those of you who already have your laptop and your production software and you're making music and you now need to record vocals to put into your music. So you go looking for microphones, but there's so many and you're like, Reid, which one is the one that I should get? Which one is the best value? Are any of the cheap ones good? And I've really narrowed it down to two. If you are on the tightest budget, go for the MXL 990. It's only $70. I actually use this mic every day, not as my main vocal mic, but I use it as a demo mic. I use it to just shout something into a music production. If I'm working on something and I need a vocal, I just leave it out on my desk. I also use it as a talkback microphone for when I have a vocalist in my vocal booth. Moving up a price point to the people who can justify a $500 purchase, I would really recommend the mic that I'm using now, the Rode NTK. It's a very easy to find microphone and it has sounded great on all of the vocalists, my voice, instruments, anything that I've put in front of it. This thing has really impressed me on, and I haven't really seen a reason to spend more money than this $500 investment on this Rode microphone, which says a lot. Next, you're going to need to plug the mic into your computer using an audio interface. For those of you who are looking for an entry-level, best value interface, I always recommend the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. It's like $100 for the old one, $150 for the newer one. They both sound amazing and have been the only piece I ever owned as far as audio interfaces go for the last 10 years. And when I finally did upgrade to the more expensive one, which I would say the Apollo Twin would be, if you're in the $500 budget, find yourself a used one or spend a little extra more and get the Apollo one. There's a lot of great features there, but as far as sound quality goes, I didn't find that my speakers sounded clearer or my mic going in sounded any clearer. You really kind of just pay for the extra features that the interfaces have.
Do you produce music and love making fat Moombahton beats? Are you addicted to the dancehall rhythm? Do you find yourself using that same old reggaeton loop again and again? Then we've got the product for you. Get your coconuts ready for Hot Tropics, our brand new sample pack of Moombahton, Afrobeat, and dancehall hits. Here at Whole Loops, we've handcrafted over 200 organic loops and recipe kits for your tropical bangers. Hot Tropics is available now at WholeLoops.com.
Once you own this gear, I would leave yourself some time to experiment with the acoustics in your recording space. If the space that you're recording in is echoey, it has a lot of reflective surfaces, you can kind of hear that the singer's standing in a closet or standing in an open room in the recording, that's really problematic, and that's something that you really can't fix with recording gear or plugins, that you can only fix with acoustic treatment and with better recording technique like positioning the singer, positioning the microphone. But once you've got that technique dialed in, it may be time to upgrade your recording gear with a preamp, compressor, or EQ. I would recommend upgrading them in that order, but what I want to talk about is the gear that I use to record all my vocalists as well as my voice. Starting at the top of the pile, I've got my Great River mic preamp. It cost me about $1,000, however, so much of why the mic sounds good is due to the fact that the Great River is the amplifier for the mic instead of the audio interface. There's much higher quality amplifiers obviously in a mic preamp than there is in the ones built into a $100 or $600 audio interface. So if you're looking to invest in a piece of gear that's going to increase your recording quality the most, I have to say start with the mic preamp. Following that up, I would invest in a compressor. I've got 2 compressors running here. The black one on the bottom is the Warm Audio 1176, and that's giving you the more audible compression. That's mostly coming from the Warm Audio 1176. What's going on above it in the Warm Audio WA2A is more of a smooth polishing, fast attack, kind of bring up the overall volume of everything limiter on the way in to the audio interface. And then at the very bottom is my EQ. Essentially, the blue piece is how I'm EQing my mic on the way in. Now, you could say, Reid, why wouldn't you just plug the mic straight into the interface and use plugins to do all these? And the reason I choose to do it this way is because the finished product comes out so much cleaner, so much fuller, so much warmer, so much nicer than just plugging the mic straight into the computer and putting plugins on it. But as a beginner, to learn what compressors do, to learn what EQs do, to learn how they work, even as someone who does music production professionally, there's a lot of effects that are only available in the plugin world, just as there's certain sounds that are only available in the analog world. And for recording, I prefer the analog sounds, and really for the mixing and production, I prefer the plugin sounds, which is why I choose to record my vocals in this way. Granted, all these pieces of gear cost between $600 and $1,000. Nothing in the outboard gear world comes in at a low price point. But as you get more serious about gear and you invest in these things, you do hear a dramatic increase in quality every time you add a new link to your vocal chain. I hope this helps you find some clarity in your understanding of the vocal recording process. Again, if the room that you're recording in doesn't sound good, there's absolutely nothing that gear can help you for. But if you have your technique down, gear will make all the difference. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I will see you tomorrow with another tutorial. Peace out.